Mods in Planet Zoo are getting better and better, with so many new and returning mod creators pumping out insane mod after insane mod. It's incredible to see how this community is really booming into a robust modding community. Join me today as we check out all the new fantastical, absolutely beautiful, and generally impressive mods that have come out on the Planet Zoo Nexus over the last 2 weeks. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Mod Showcase. My name is Leaf, and it's so great that you guys are able to join me today as we check out the latest mods on the Planet Zoo Nexus. Now, of course, before we do get started, modding is not officially endorsed by Frontier. When you do mod at the risk of, you might not be able to load into your maps or anything like that, but if you follow all the instructions, you guys will be just fine. Also, I think it's pretty obvious to know this, but I might as well say it, since we do have Console Edition out now. Console Edition is not able to be modded, so if you're a console player, you can look with jealousy, I guess. So I say let's get started. We're going to be looking at so many awesome mods, but we're going to start off with the Striated Caracara? Try saying that 5 times fast. This is a Caracara by the beautiful, I don't know what Great Kick looks like, but they make beautiful mods. And this one is incredible. The Caracara is a bird of prey from South America. You can see they are found around like the Falkland Islands, Argentina, Chile. And it's just a really, really beautiful looking bird right over here. It is based off of the peafowl, so do keep that in mind. It does sound like a peafowl right now, but Inaki is slowly but surely working on custom sounds, so who knows, we might be able to get a Caracara sound. Caracaras are relatively used a lot in like bird shows, ambassador animals, and stuff like that. So if you guys do have like a little ambassador animal stage that you use in your zoos, these animals might be a pretty welcome addition for them. Checking out another South American species right over here, we have the Andean Motmot. This is another beautiful bird by the wonderful Great Cake mods, and it is so freaking beautiful. Look at those colors. The Motmot is, of course, a perching bird found in South America, and they're just generally gorgeous. Look at that. Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Las Paz, Bolivia. I don't even think Las Paz is a real place, but hey, it's there. It has some interspecies enrichment, which is always cool to see. And they are just a very standout species, so incredible job, Great Cake. If you guys are making any aviaries, these guys are great for that. Not to mention that these birds do kind of climb on the climbing frames. They are based off of the, I think it might be the Wolverine, I think it might be something along those lines, so if you do put like a few things over here, they should be able to climb them. Let's actually check that out. Okay, this probably doesn't do it too well, but you could at least see that it kind of does do it kind of well. So you can see that they do kind of climb down with their little talons right there, which is pretty damn cool to see. I don't know, I love that. Alright, my friends, moving on from there, we have another beautiful mod by Monsoon. This is the Tiger Quoll. Let's slow him down a little. Ask me why it's called the Tiger Quoll, and it has spots. If anything, it would be the leopard quoll to me, but you know what? This animal, despite the really stupid naming conventions, is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I believe it is based off of the Tasmanian Devil, which is great to see. Good to see that we're finally getting some use out of that, right? And this one is just beautiful. Monsoon always does such an incredible job with his like obscure mammals and stuff like that. And the quoll is very obscure indeed. It is a carnivorous marsupial, which is just very interesting to think about, because whenever you do think about marsupials, you always think about like kangaroos, you think about koalas, but you never think about something that hunts other marsupials and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just so, and it's just a really, really beautiful model. One of the things I always do love about Monsoons is his extreme attention to detail. Like, look at that face quality, right? That is some Frontier quality, if I can say so myself. That is gorgeous. But besides that, it's just a very stellar mod, and I'm so proud of Monsoon for releasing it. Speaking of being so proud, Ricky! He is a new modder on the scene, and he just released this Alpine Chamoir, so now we have 2 Chamois. We have the Pyrenean Chamois by Narwhaler, and we also have the Alpine Chamois by really, really awesome job for a first mod, Ricky. It's so impressive to see that you're finally able to get this out. And it's just a really, really awesome animal. Chamois are some of my personal favorite goats out there. I think out of the entire Capridae family, they are #1 to me, just because, I don't know, I love their little... But you've done an incredible job on this, and you're already releasing other mods too, so it's just awesome to see. Great job, Rick. We also have a few new exhibit species in here. We'll start off with the blue dragon sea slug. Okay, well, at least now we know not to click on that the next time. But here is the beautiful, absolutely gorgeous blue dragon sea slug. This is a very iconic gastropod from like all around the world. Very, very cool species, absolutely beautiful. He didn't make the model on this is DS's, but he did do the rigging on it and the coding on it, which is always so cool to see. It just helps us get more animals in the game, and especially one like this, it is so beautiful. Look at him kind of float around. Definitely do want to get, you know, custom exhibit boxes down soon. I would click on this to change the water in here at least, but again, as we know, we can't really click on it. But it's just a really solid animal. Just don't click on the exhibit box. Now I'm kind of scared to click on anything, but here is the black-eared Mantella. This one is one of my mods. Really simple. It's just Mantella. They are able to be cohabbed with the other frog species, especially if you download Narwhalers first. That basically has like all the inner code to allow the visuals to work, but it should be able to interspece with any other frog in the game too. Really beautiful species right here. I really do love how I was able to do the texture. It's not in depth, but I add like a little bit of like speckling and stuff like that, so you can see it's just a little bit more detailed than the golden, and it does have the iconic black ear right there that is very partial to that species. Just another Madagascan animal. Always happy to make them. Now moving on from there, we do have the Cyndosyrus Cooki. This is a beautiful looking deer from the Americas. Really cool species over here. You can see like all the places where they were found right there. Yeah, they don't have any interspecies enrichment just now, but maybe Great Cake will add some in. However, I think everyone is super excited about the new Smilodon. This one is made by the lovely Vid, otherwise known as Nudo. He did an incredible job on this one, and it has so many cool color variations. Just a really solid model right here, and it's a lot more paleo accurate than the other one. I will keep the other one uploaded and updated. That's just a little bit more of a fantastical Smilodon. If you want like a paleo accurate one, we finally have one, so it's really cool to see. And yeah, lovely photos by Robustus as well. If you guys are able to enjoy like, you know, the pictures of animals, really happy with what Robustus was able to whip up with those and so many other awesome. All right, moving on from here, we have the long-nosed Potteroo. Again, another marsupial by Great Cake Mods. This one, why the long face, you know? This one is a fantastic little species that was commissioned by a whole bunch of Australians together, and I'm so happy that they were able to do that because now we finally have the Potteroo in game, which is so. Do they have interspecies enrichment? I don't know. Let's find. They do. They have it with all these species, including the Rufous Bettong, which is, again, another species. We can check them out in the light over. The Bettong is related to the woolly, otherwise known as the brush-tailed Bettong. This one in particular, though, is the Rufous Bettong, named so because of the rufous coloring. Rufous typically means tan to red, which is very cool to see. And Great Cake did allow me permission to use this model as a way to update the woolly, otherwise known as the brush-tailed Bettong, in my own time, so that one will be getting an update courtesy thanks to Great Cake Mods for their work on this one. But yeah, that's just really all that we have right over here. Just a really adorable creature. They also do have pouch animations too, which I don't think we have on any of these right now, but they do have them, so start breeding them. Moving on from there, we also have the Ringtail. Look at this little nugget. Okay, so the Ringtail is a relatively rare species from America. If you're in the know about them, then you probably already. But they are from Mexico and the United States, and they are very much known for their ringtail. I don't know what the hell is up with animals with having ringtails. It's kind of cool. Let me know in the comments what that's all about. But this species is incredible. We do have one at the local Stone Zoo in Stone, Massachusetts, which is really cool. But these guys are related to the raccoon, and they are arboreal, so they should be able to use like climbing enrichments and stuff. I'm not going to click on that because I'm not sure if Good Boy has included the fixes for that. But if we do include like a little climbing frame, and let's just find frame. Let's add it. So if we are able to speed up time a little bit and watch these guys climb, they are able to climb, which is super. Look at them go. Such a cool species. It's not one I would want officially in Planet Zoo, but it's always so cool to get in mod, which again, I think is very much the standard for a lot of these animals. All right, let's go back to Great Cake right over here. We have the Kia, not the Kia Soul, but the Kia Nestor notabalis. They are an endangered species from New Zealand, so the Kiwis are very happy. Kia is, of course, a Maori term, and I wish that it would actually tell us what the term meant, but you know what? Does it? Oh well, it's just a name. It does have interspecies with the North Island brown kiwi, which is really, so you guys can start making like a little New Zealand section, which is cool. But what I love about this mod is how beautiful those feathers came out. Look at that. That is incredible, right? Again, another stellar mod by Great. Look at the beautiful sheen in the light. I think it also has like some iridescence too, which is so... Alright, we also have another mod over here. This is the Thorould's deer. Let's see where these guys are from, because I have no idea. They're from China. Very cool. They're also known as a white lip, which is very, I don't know, so cool. I love these guys. Again, another fantastic mod by Great. I have no idea how they're able to do so many awesome mods in such a short amount of time, but this one is stellar. Look at that. I know, it's so fantastic job. Interspecies enrichment, yada yada. Before we move on to the horse, though, I do want to touch on the aquatic mods from this week. Probably one of my favorites. We'll just bring him out of the water right here. Here's the Loveland Frogman. So I know so many of you guys have been noticing a lot more cryptid mods as of late. I've been on a big kick. And the Loveland Frogman is probably one of my favorites out there because it's just such a goofy guy. So they do have like the ability to swim. They are based on crane. This one looks a little bit better when he's swimming right there. You can see him like paddling his little... But it is from Loveland, Ohio. Shout out to all my Lovelandians out there. But it just is a very fun mod right here. If you guys are making like a paranoia style zoo, that is pretty much perfect for you. And they have like all their custom Zoopedia, which is so cool. Thanks, chat. I don't support AI, but listen, if it helps a stupid Zoopedia about a stupid animal, go up. Moving on from there, we do have the common white-breasted waterhen. Do not say anything about my animals starving, because we're in sandbox mode. Just pretend that they... But let's read about this creature a little bit more. They are found from Southeast Asia, and they do have a whole ton of interspecies enrichment, so that's really cool. If you guys are making like a big South America house, not South America, if you're making a big Southeast Asia house, these guys would be perfect for you right there. They are based off of the crane, so they do make those little crane noises, and they're super freaking beautiful. Look at... However, one of my favorites this week is by the lovely Ginger Toast. This is the Indian spot-billed duck. Look at this guy. They also have a ton of interspecies enrichment, as well as interspecies enrichment with other mods. That is something that we are able to do right now. I'm not going to add it for my mods just yet until I get everything to be updated and recoded. But it is something that's been able to be happening as of late, so do keep your eyes posted for that. But this one is a incredibly beautiful animal right here by Ginger. I'm really super proud of this because you could tell it's hand-painted. And when you get hand-painted mods, it always does shine, and it really always does showcase, like, the absolute beauty of these animals. Look at that scapular feathering right there. That is so... Just a really solid duck species right there if you really want one. And speaking of ducks, this isn't really a duck, but it's a giant extinct penguin. This is the Antropenoris nordensevoldendige. I don't know. If you're Nordic in the comments, let me know how to say that. But this animal is a pretty goofy guy right here. Look at him. So they are found in like New Zealand and stuff like that. Really beautiful animal right there. They were not found there anymore. They're extinct now. But it was just a giant freaking penguin, which I think is so freaking cool. Look at, let's actually get a person for scale. So yeah, compared to like a person, there's the babies and there's like actual, that's kind of crazy right there. But yeah, it's another extinct animal made by the lovely, you guessed it, Great Cake Mods. Again, really awesome coloration on this animal, right? And if you guys are making like a paleo zoo, I would absolutely throw these guys in here. They're so... And last but certainly not least is a mod that I've worked on with Jen for a while now, and it's finally out. This is the American quarter horse. Really, really awesome species that we were able to get out, because look at this thing. I know all my horse girlies out there were like freaking out when this one came out, but it's just a really, really awesome animal that I'm so happy we were able to push out, because I don't know. I always do have a fondness for horses. My family used to have one, and it was just a really, really cool treat to visit it. So, I don't know, it's just so cool. And look at this beauty. I don't know. It's so... So they are based off of the Przewalski's horse, so they do have, like, all those cool animations from it and stuff. It really is just such a beautiful, beautiful... And they do have, like, a ton of color variations, too, so feel free to start looking through these and start to create your lovely little horse herd. But that is it for this week, my friends. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what your favorite mod was from this week. I have to say my favorite, Indian spot-billed duck, and that's exactly where we're going to end it today. Thank you once again for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoy the mods from the Nexus this week, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for our next one. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now.